In this video, we're going to go over the first paycheck for March. And I know you're like, girl, we've been in March for a little while. We have, but the check just hit. And so now we're doing the budget, okay? Late is better than what? Say it with me now. Never. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the income and we're going to do our expenses, where the money is actually going to go. But if you haven't clicked that subscribe button already, make sure you click that subscribe button. But if you have already clicked the subscribe button, make sure you hit the little notification bell so you know when your girl posts. Stay tuned. It has been some days. It's been some days. Honestly, I think last we talked, my husband and I are basically moving, you know, moving out of state, trying to get our lives together. And you guys officially do not know yet exactly where we moved. I did release it on Instagram, but to go ahead and let everybody know, we moved from Louisiana, New Orleans, to the DMV area. I know. You're like, what? No, I'm just joking. um, yeah, we decided to come to the DMV area. One, we wanted better job opportunities. Two, we wanted to be around family. So we had no family in New Orleans. So we were kind of just like loners out there. We did try to be social. We're still trying to be social, even going to the DMV. Just social and family oriented. I don't know. Okay. So that's the scoop on exactly where we moved. And let's go ahead and get into this what budget. I'm really trying to figure out my setup here. It's not too different. The only thing is the lighting, the Lord's lighting. I love that. It's a little gloomy today, so there's that. But it's the lighting and where I'm actually like setting up my situation. Okay. All right. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and do the 2025 bingo. So if you did not know, I have a little bingo card. This is available on paperbymo.com where it's empty. So you can like put in the different things, right? So first thing that I was able to do, this was in February last month. I was able to take an exam and pass the exam finally, because I had first failed. I'm not gonna lie, I first failed it twice, and your girl has been depressed about that thing. Not only was I depressed, it took me some years, because when I failed it the first time, my husband and I were planning our wedding. So then I was like, F that test, y'all. F that test. So, anyways, moved to new city. We are here. We are here. So I'm gonna just check her off. That is so ugly, but it gets the job done. This one right here, I thought I was gonna be able to show you guys this right after we moved. So, we're having some bumps in the road about this, okay? And I have been also a little bit depressed because I probably could have started recording sooner, but I've been in my feels. I've been a little shaky out here. So what I'm trying to say is, I got some updates one day, but right now, just because I'm in the thick of it a little bit, I'm not gonna update it too much. But also, I feel like the moral of this lesson is there are good things that come, and then sometimes, depending on how you look at it, bad. So, life's, and you just got to figure out. You got to take the good with the bad. Oh my gosh, I'm such a cliche, y'all. I'm such a cliche. How have you guys been? Let me know in the comments. Just tell your girl what's been going on. What's been going on? What's the scoop? What's the tea? What y'all got to say? Because I need to think about something else. So I'm going to share good news, because that's what people on social media do. Yes. What do they do? Share good news. So here's the good news. We are alive. We actually live in the DMV area. We have family here. I'm so grateful. We have some bills that went down. Come on. Ooh, went down. What? Went down. I'm so excited about that. Have some bills that went down. Some other good news, my husband has an interim job. That's what we're calling it, because he's like, I'm not doing this job forever. And it's about $18 an hour. It's either 18 to 19 or 20. I know, I'm horrible. I need to get it together. But so that's going to help us, obviously, because as long as the outcome is income, um, that's the good news. So, but I'm not gonna budget that money or anything like that because we just got here. This is all still new. So, All right. If you don't know, all of these printables, they come from paperbymo.com. So go check that out. Also, if you do not know, what do? We zero based budget. I do want to take this out. I just want to see the calendar so I can write the date. So the first paycheck, see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? February 4th. I said February 14th, not February 14th. March 14th. My mom had a birthday on the 10th. It was very good. I did give her some money that I did not budget. So when I close out this February, okay. I did. It was $150. Love my mama. Okay, let me not sing. Let me not sing. But I did want to try to help. My mom works for the IRS, so I don't even gotta. I don't. We don't gotta talk about it. We don't even gotta talk about it because the price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. All right, so I'm gonna say March 14th. Again, this is why this video is kind of late, but also because life's been. I don't know. Are we beefing? Like, do we have bad blood? Sometimes I gotta ask myself that, and I ask God that with like life, like what's up. But then He always say, "But girl, you alive." And then I say, you know what? My bad. Let me shut up. Okay, so we do a zero based budget, meaning every dollar is accounted for, and it goes somewhere, honey. She gotta work. Make her work. So I'm just gonna put O income. We're budgeting out for zero, but he'll sometimes bring in money, and so that's from that. And then we were talking about my full time and the number budgeting out per usual. This is the same number, so $2,664.08. 08. Ooh, it's too big. All right, too big. 2,664.08. Um, so let's get into it. I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the numbers and how they change, but I'm not gonna go in depth. I'm gonna do a whole different video about like what all the moving expenses cost while they at while I also yap. Because I love to yap, okay? So I do a little yappy yap. Anyways, so let's go into the fixed expenses. Fixed expenses are what? Bills, okay? Can you pay my bills? Somebody do need to pay that telephone bill because it's actually kind of high. Okay, so let's first talk about rent. So I'm just gonna write all the numbers down and stuff, but I'm gonna also talk to you guys about what's actually changing as I'm going through it. Okay, so did I say this already? I think I said it, but the rent is actually cheaper. One, it was already kind of close, meaning like to what we were previously paying. However, we ended up getting a little discount, and I say little, but she is not little. Okay, she was good. She was good to us, and so we're gonna talk about that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're budgeting out everything normally, kind of like usual, except this electricity. Electricity, I usually do like 150, but payment is cheaper for actual rent. However, the square footage is not the same. Okay, so we are paying for a little smaller square footage. But I'm gonna be real with you when it comes to like when I always visit my family over here, square footage has never been a friend. Okay, of space and stuff. So I'm putting 130 because I just feel like this is like our first apartment in New Orleans that we had. It was about the same square footage. Um, we had two bathrooms though, so that was nice. We do not have two bathrooms, so it was about the same square footage, and our electricity bill was never really, really high. I'm worried a little bit because this apartment gets a lot more sunlight, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put 130. I do remember we staying like within the hundreds, like if $100. Okay, so there's that. So I'm trying to see what it's gonna look like. Okay, so look at that phone bill. I hate that, and that's me, my mom, and my husband. It's really just her AT&T account, and we got beef because why do we go up and up and up and up? I don't like that. Me and my homegirl, we don't like that. So let's talk about the numbers. Okay, so for rent, we previously had. I'm trying to look at my notes. We previously had 1622 was our rent. Um, in the last place, and it went up about $15. So this rent with our discount that we were able to get, and it really was because of networking and talking to people and like giving a little information. Okay, let's talk about that. I need to do better. I need to do better with this, but it works. So with the discount, it's actually 15.45, and we have a 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Hate the 1 bath. I have to be honest with you guys. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But I'm so grateful. Can two be true? It can, and it will. Car insurance. Let's talk about this. You're gonna see this number, and it's gonna look what different. So our car insurance is actually gonna be 180 something, but the first payment here is gonna be 175.01, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense, and I'm with you on that. Okay, so we were paying about 235 to rounding up ish to 240 for my husband and I for full coverage in New Orleans, and we weren't even in New Orleans anymore, but we were in the metro New Orleans area, because when we were in New Orleans it was 250 per person. Okay, let's tap into it. But this was 200 and about almost $50 full coverage. Then we come here to the DMV, and our insurance is 180, 2 cars, full coverage, old. Babies is old, okay? So I'm just saying, like, yes, I love this for us. So you're wondering why do we pay 175.01? So when we first signed up for the car insurance, they took out 190 in our account. So to it was a little over the actual payment. So to combat that, and for it to equal the actual 6 months that we would owe for the payment or the fee, this first month is only 175.01. So that's where we are. So car insurance is lower, rent is lower. I'm hoping electricity will be lower. Internet is going to be about the same. The phone bill, my student loans, life, things like that, those are the same. So let's go ahead and add this baby. Okay, let's go ahead and add this baby up. We got 825, okay, plus 130 plus 52 plus 190. We're gonna minus 10. So that's 180 plus 22 plus 197 plus 175.01, and then plus 108.04. So it says 1689.05. That is true. That is true. 1689.05. Okay, 1689.05. We're gonna do, I don't know what's going on. $2,664.08, and then we're gonna minus $1,689.05. And I'm so grateful that we have enough money to cover all of our expenses. Well, our actual bills, because that's what these are. So that's $975.03. And it's a lot going on. It's a lot of people unfortunately losing their jobs. So I'm just grateful at this point for everything. I'm aggravated. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot going on, but I'm grateful. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our variable expenses. We have our food. My husband has gas for his car. I have gas for my car. My husband has fun money. I have fun money. And that's what we have. Okay, so we try to do $400 a month for food. So I'm trying to do 200 for that. So for his gas and my gas, yeah, our gas prices here is a little bit more expensive. I will tell you that. Okay, so I know some people are gonna be like, oh, it's like a give and take. Some things add up, some things don't. I'm willing to pay a little bit more gas than rent. Okay, I'm just saying. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. I'm just saying. I would prefer it. I really don't even want to spend too much on fun money because we're trying to save money. That's going to be our goal in life. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 2, so that's 320. I just added 3, 30, 60, 90, 120 plus 200 to get 320. Okay, so you guys are rocking with me. So that's minus 320, and so now we have $655.03. And then we're just gonna go up here. We're not doing anything extra. We're not doing any extra debt, anything like that. We're just trying to save. So we have a house account, and will we use it for our house? Hopefully, but whatever. Whatever. And then we have a sinking fund account. So my husband and I have decided we're gonna do 200 to our sinking fund. So we subtract 200, we get 455.03, and then a house we're gonna say 455.03, and that's gonna equal us 655.03, and then $0 will be left. Now, I do want to do cash. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say I'm gonna do cash. But are we really gonna do cash? I don't know. So what I found out about Costco, this is important. They do take cash. And they take it even if you go to like the self checkout line. But what I also found out was they don't take anything other than a Visa. Other than a Visa card. This is important because I have American Express. My husband has Discover. Why do we have the two cards that? And I seen commercials. These people say that 99.999% of the people say, why is Costco one? And I'm not saying this is all Costco's, but I'm trying to say I went and the lady was like, it's not working. And I'm like, hold on, mamas, okay? This is a credit card, and my limit is limiting. Don't do me. And she's like, oh yeah, we don't take that card. Okay, anyways, we don't got to talk about nasty people. What we got to talk about is why don't y'all take my credit card? But I really feel like it was a sign from God because we need to stop spending the credit card. Anyway, we need to stop swiping it, not spending it, swiping it. So I'm saying all that to say, well, long-winded, we need to do cash. So let me give me a highlighter so we can what? Do that cash. Okay. So we're gonna say cash, and I really am trying. We're trying to just save money, and because it's a lot of stuff that's uncertain going on out here that will possibly, not even possibly, personally affect us. So I'm just trying to. Gas, I don't think so. We're gonna do fun though with cash. Okay. And so I'm gonna put right here that this is gonna be cash. Okay. I'm excited for this new era, right? And I say new era because yes, I'm in a new city. I have family here. My husband has family here, but also I'm trying to be a little bit more sociable. And I know this is going to be hard for you guys to believe because I talk to you guys so easily, but I am not a sociable person. I'm just more reserved to myself, and I'm scoping out the scenery. Okay? Got to scope out the scenery. Feeling on the people. How do I don't know. Do you think that person looks like a nice person? I don't know. It's very weird and probably judgmental if we're gonna be honest. I said 5,200 and him zero. This is why I'm saying like this is gonna be better than better. I'm gonna stop putting extra money towards my student loans. My husband and I have talked about it and we have discussed it and we agree that we can chillax on that for a little bit just because I know the interest is still crazy, but the times is also crazy. Okay. So, and I'm hoping that if there ever is a disgruntled employee that no longer has a job, they'll just click Control Alt Delete on my account. Let me shut up. let me not go there, okay? Because yeah, I'm not. We're gonna. I owe you 197. You're gonna get your 197. But right now, that might be all you get. Okay, we're gonna have again. We gotta talk. We gotta yap. I'm not gonna yap too much and tell all my business, but I'm gonna do a yap video. It's probably not gonna be the next one. I really, really, really gotta close out this February budget, and I have been loathing because, like I said, I gave my mom $150. My husband and I agreed, so we gave her $150 for her birthday. Happy birthday to mama. Anyways, that wasn't accounted for. Most of this stuff in our check, we didn't do what we said we was gonna do. We were leaving one state. We literally drove from one state to the next, and I just yuck, disgusting. Don't want to do that. Wouldn't wish that on anybody, especially not a moving truck. Gross. And then I have to update the expenses. I don't know. It's just a lot going on. I say that to say what I got to do this because this is very important. Okay. And did I do this? I didn't. That $112. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. But that went to our moving. Okay. Because it did not go to student loans. So I got so much to update you guys on. We got 2 goals out of our 3 quarterly goals. And I don't know. What's 2 divided by 3? Okay, we're failing. However, hear me out. D's get degrees sometimes. So at 66, I don't know. It could be a degree. But I have seen on social media that, the new grading scale is, I don't know. Okay. So we're 2 out of 3. We're 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3, we're 100, but we're 2 out of 3. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the passing exam. I'm grateful for the moving to a new city. So I'm interested to see what is in store, how life is going to change, our numbers, all the things. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another one. Bye.